how do you two know each other?
We get around.
It's complicated.
Think you've had baths with her too, my friend. Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, this is Ken.
Hi.
And a very enthusiastic ham. He can wait to start recording. We're back with The Witcher, Season 2, Episode 4. And last episode, things picked up. Because my favorite character is Yennifer, and I want her to get her power back and get the heck out of whatever she's in. So she, didn't chop a dude's head off and jumped on a horse and took him with her, and bam, she's gone.
Yep.
Don't tell Yennifer what to do. And there was a racist warlock dude who was like, she's diluting the magic because she's a quarter elf.
Mudbloods.
My God. So that's happening. And then there's elves hanging out in Nilfgaard.
Yep.
And Nilfgaard's like, we don't really want
we don't like these. We don't like these immigrants, man.
And then the elves are like, well, we don't want to be here. Give us some place to be so we can actually have our own land. And they're like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. And then Ciri was all like, I want to be a Witcher too, and was like on the wild play course that was basically like way dangerous.
Yep.
And
the razor sharp wild play course.
Gheralt was like, all right, I'll watch you do this. Yeah, then she fell and he's like, so close. I know, it's like, then they went into the woods where a scary, a tree was calling them, but only because a gigantic crayfish was trying to kill them.
That's right.
I don't know why, like, was Ciri only hearing it because it was in the wall? Does Ciri have a second power where she can hear magical beings? I don't know. But Gheralt finally told her her mom had the same crazy power. And he figured she had it.
Yep.
Except that her mom didn't kill everyone in the room. Ciri can kill everybody.
Yeah, well, so can Gheralt. He did it. He just bisected that crayfish like a lobster with his red hot sword.
But didn't you see for a second that crayfish looking at Ciri? There was a moment where they kind of locked eyes.
Yeah, it was like, ooh. Ooh.
I still think there was something there. Like, I don't feel like, I don't know if he was going to kill her. Like, I don't know. It feels like they're trying to lure her, but why?
And then Gheralt did the drop kill on him, and
yeah, his head got shot up.
Split that shell open.
And yeah, that was pretty much it. So we're left off with Yennefer riding like the wind.
Yep.
Now, where is that minstrel? Come on. I've had 3 episodes without any minstrel songs. Toss a coin to your Witcher. We need him. I'm sorry, but we need him. And we need Yennefer to meet up with Gheralt and get her powers back, and let's go. Because Yennefer heard a voice that said, all you need to do is say the words. What words? Let's go. Let's get those powers back. She shorted herself out, but I think she can probably get them back. Yeah, they said when you play with fire, it's not a good thing.
It's kind of like a Gates of the Moria thing, where it's sort of like a riddle, and
I think so.
Say the elven word for friend and enter.
I think so. I think that there's something, because I think she heard that and she's like, oh, what words? We all were like, what words does she have to say? Because she survived exploding in a gigantic nuclear bomb.
Kaboom.
But I don't believe that would take all your magic away. I think it's just like Grogu. When Grogu uses his little powers, he's got to take a nap. Maybe this is just Yennefer's powers taking a little nap while they
recharge.
Recharge. Well, let's find out, because I need to know.
Yeah.
until you become one with the killer itself.
Who's the killer? The trail?
Remember, hesitation will draw danger to you like fire.
Don't be scared. I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh. It's Triss. We wondered where she went, right?
You're a girl.
She left.
So are you. I'm going to Kaer Morhen. Is that where you're headed? And there's the end.
Oh, sweet.
So, how do you two know each other?
I get around.
It's complicated.
Think you've had baths with her too, my friend.
Sure, the Nilfgaardians will be thrilled to have me. We can reminisce and share fond memories of Southern.
Yeah, okay.
Commander General,
Oh, we're thinking.
memories.
Something's coming. What?
Oh,
Did they all turn into
Leaflets?
messages? What's that about? Tarot cards?
it's a wanted poster
Oh
for
no!
her.
Opportunists and assassins lurk where you least expect them.
I will not live in fear, nor would we ask you to. We only want to serve Redania as best we can.
Oh! Yeah. Okay.
Into the ship.
What a lovely smell you've discovered. Ew.
Safer down here than we are up there. Make a move and lose your head.
Again. Oh, oh, oh.
Uh-oh.
What are they letting loose? Dang it!
So you're surprised.
There's something in the
Surprising.
garbage masher here.
Yeah.
Stay with me tonight.
Triss.
Only stay. Let's not be alone.
Okay, are you aware he has a thing for Yennifer or what? Ah! Who could that
Or
be?
your hope then.
Dude, I was pretty sure that was gonna be Mosley. Not helping. Mosley, get your butt back here.
You left your friend to die in a fucking sewer. You ran.
I took the only option I had. He would have done the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been the most beautiful audience. Remember to toss a coin in if you can.
Yeah.
What for God is the point of no return.
I love that dude.
After everything we did, we saw all the memory.
Is Buddy the Witcher? Is that what you're sad about?
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Oh, good morning, Your Highness. Please tell me you lost a bet. Is that a flower in your hair, girl? Oh, she's not joking. You never got my rucksack clean. Yeah, like you ever wash. I don't need to, Colin.
Oh,
No, that's funny.
she wanted to look pretty like Triss.
Yep.
Because she liked her dress and everything.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to look like a boy.
Daughter of chaos belongs to us. Turn your backs. Join the procession. There is only death.
Ciri.
So,
Wait, what are you doing here? And what fresh hell did you just crawl out of?
Sewer. What's your excuse?
Oh, a sewer. I always knew you were a blood-sucking, joyless.
I have a friend who studies monoliths. I can portal you to him.
Portals are no fun. There you go.
oh hey, yo.
back.
I'll take you in
Am
under
I
the
gonna say it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
You know, if you could write yourself a little song, you could sing yourself whatever you please, couldn't you? Because you are a dockside scapegrace, a quarling feculence, a beef-witted, hell-hated, addle-pated goon.
This is taking too long. We need to get him away from the rats.
What are you doing out there?
What's up with Vesemir?
I don't know. I don't know why he's out there.
Look, he's...
He went to check out, like, the grave. Oh, what's that?
Thingway. This only grows where elder blood has been spilt. Where did you find this?
Killer trail. Training course. Everywhere that girl got her ass kicked.
Elder blood was wiped from the continent generations ago.
There are legends. Destiny has given us a gift.
A brand new Witcher.
The key to making more witches.
Ciri.
Ciri.
Oh, his loot!
What are you doing?
Oh, they broke his loot, man!
Yennifer! We have to save ourselves.
You need to say yes, Gary.
Yeah. You're alive. How
Disappointing? Nice. I hear you're alive. Alright, that was a pretty good episode, cause the minstrel's back. Yes, Kier's back, pining over Gheralt, and not too happy to see Yennefer. And wrote a new song, I Hear You're Alive. That's unfortunate to hear.
How disappointing.
How disappointing. Yeah, so couple things went down in this episode. So Triss showed up at the Witcher well, she showed up in the woods and met Ciri, and Ciri was like,
Hey.
I don't know who you are. But then she healed her, and then she's like, oh wait, you know Gheralt, and then Gheralt was like, oh yeah, it's Triss, and didn't we kind of have a thing? And then Triss tried to reinvent the thing, and that didn't go over well. She also never mentioned that Yennefer was alive.
Yep.
Because Gheralt never let her finish her little dead person list a la Arya. Although that was the murderer list, right? The Hound. Yeah, so she had a little list she likes to recite before she goes to bed, and Gheralt was like, I don't want to listen to your list.
All the dead mages.
Because you were going to say Yennefer, but she wasn't, because she knows Yennefer's alive. Triss is actually there to help Ciri control her power, because they believe she has chaos and is able to use it, but we learned that she's actually got elder blood.
Yeah.
So I think she's a heck of a lot more powerful than anyone else that's around, because they said that had died out a long time ago.
Make Witchers.
Yeah, but they need her blood to do that. I don't know. What are they just gonna like, okay, Ciri, can we have some blood?
Gotta tap this on.
I don't think Gheralt would be very happy about that. So that was interesting, because wherever her blood fell, these flowers showed up. And the Triss was like, oh, those only grow in elder blood. Well, it's where Ciri's blood was, so da-da-da! Bum bum bum, she'd be an elder, which made explain why she can all these monsters can call to her.
They keep like trying to hug her.
They try to get her, and she was called the Daughter of Chaos in her vision. Someone was trying to get her. Though she admitted that she cracked the monolith open, which Gheralt was transported to see. The dude mage that Yennefer once had a thing with, and he's kind of he's not really with the rest of the mages. He's kind of on the fringe.
Yep.
He likes to do research on statues and legends and monoliths and stuff. So Gheralt showed up, and the guy's like, who are you? And Geralt's like, you must be the mage. He does not like being transported through portals. This is not Geralt's fun place. This is not like it. He looked pretty sick when he went through it. Yennefer still doesn't have her magic back. So in Yennefer land, she and her dude friend had to hide because people were rounding up elves and throwing them in jail.
And the exploding
Worse.
message birds, like, put wanted posters.
Oh yeah, these
all
like
over.
cool birds exploded, and all these pamphlets fell down with wanted. So they had to run for it. So they went into the sewers. They followed these other elves. One was Mosley from Downton Abbey. And unfortunately, the cool deaf one who had a crush on Yennifer was eaten by some sewer monster.
Yes, I'm like monster in the garbage mansion.
And Mosley ran for it.
Yep.
And then later on kind of gave himself up so that they could escape.
Yep.
So it wasn't all bad. Yeah, Skier was being a total weirdo. He was singing his song about Gheralt. Then Yennefer found him and he was not too happy to see her. And then he helped them get on. He was trying to help them get on the boat, but his ego got the best of him and he wasn't happy. Some guy was telling him that his lyrics weren't that great. And he called him all sorts of names, and then the whole jig was up.
Yep.
Yeah, Skier cannot get anything right. So they did grab him. He's going to be in jail like they showed in the previews. And his little loot was smashed. So, you can't tell big dudes guarding the boats that you think they're stupid.
Yep.
Because that doesn't work very well.
So it's pretty funny.
It was funny. It was funny, and then
But it did result in the death of another person.
I know, that guy had to give himself up to save Jaskier and get everyone else on the boat. But then Jaskier apparently is now in jail writing tunes about Yennefer. So that was funny. Then there's this little side story with Dougal from Outlander.
Yep. He's talking to the owls.
There's an owl hanging in this king's place.
Yep.
One of the kings that showed up at the non-beheading ceremony.
Yep.
And he was like, and Dougal came out, and I think he's a mage or something. I don't know. He can talk. That he hears the owls is a priestess.
Yeah, the owl is like a conduit for
It's a person, or yeah, someone's looking through this owl's eyes, and he can understand it. So he stopped the king from being poisoned by two people, and the king was like, "Oh my God, I've known this guy since I was 12. Can't trust anyone." Dude, you almost died. And you're like, not again. People trying to kill me all the time.
I will not live in fear.
Yeah, so then Dougal was like, talking to the priestess, I don't know, but everyone seems to want to go back to Sintra.
Yeah.
So there's a whole convergence going to happen in Sintra. Gheralt will see Yennefer because that's where she's going. That's where he's going. That's where Ciri needs to go because they got to go back to the monolith
Well, I think
and
Yennefer-
figure out what the heck's going on.
Yennefer has to rescue Jaskier first.
Yeah, she didn't look like she was too... She felt really bad that he got... well, first she hugged him.
Yeah.
And second of
Which
all...
is totally weird.
He was like, what? And then he got captured, so she was like, I don't think I can escape yet. I think I have to go get his butt out of jail. But I thought in the previews that Gheralt got him out of jail. I can't remember. But I knew he made friends with mice. See, he was in jail. I remember that. So I know that's where he's going to be. The monolith apparently is the reason these monsters are showing up.
Yep.
Because they all are coming from the same place. And they all have monolith dust on them.
Mm-hmm.
The series like, I kind of cracked open a monolith with my sweet powers.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do it.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, she was trying to dress like a girl because Triss showed up looking all cute.
Yep.
And Ciri's like, I don't know what her dress is. Like, I want to look like her. I want to be pretty like Triss. So she dressed up, and then those two idiot witchers were making fun of her, putting a flower in her hair and making... And then Triss let them have it.
Mm-hmm.
And Gheralt was like, oh yeah, I'm raising a girl. I better think of some other things she might need. yeah, Gheralt. There's a few things she might need. But dressing up like a boy doesn't seem her happy place. She wants to wear dresses. She reminded everyone that her grandma fought like a total badass in a dress. So
Absolutely.
And Gheralt was like, fair enough.
Yep.
She did.
She went down swinging in that dress.
Dang, man. So yeah, there's a few things Ciri is not wanting to talk about. As Gheralt said to Triss, she doesn't say much about what happened before the fall of Sintra. Ciri heard and saw a lot of things that she doesn't really want to talk about.
Yeah, no kidding.
And people tried to get her so many times. And then we also saw in the boat Dara, her elf friend that she met in the weird forest where all those ladies like kept her for a bit.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
There was that weird forest, and then Dara showed up, and he was like this elf that lived in that area. And basically, I was like, that's the guy. That's her friend.
Busted him out.
Yeah, so he's on the boat. So if he's on his way to Sintra and Ciri's on her way to Sintra, they'll meet up.
Gheralt's on the way to Sintra.
Gheralt's on. Everybody's going to Sintra. I thought there wasn't much left of Sintra.
Yeah, I mean,
who's running it right now?
Pretty much razed to the ground.
Oh, and then the elves were like, somebody was like, let's go to Sintra because, oh, was it the king? We can go to Sintra because we can basically take that stuff over.
Yeah, it was
Who was it that? Yeah, because nobody's running Sintra.
Really watching this place because it's all got razed to the ground. And
the queen's gone.
Queen's gone.
The princess is around, but nobody knows where. So, and she's the rightful heir. So, without anybody there, technically, it's theirs for the taking.
Theirs for the taking.
So,
if they're smart, according to Dougal.
Yeah, they're smart. Yeah. So, lots of actors I recognize in this episode. That was really funny. So, yeah, I'm glad to see the minstrel back. I missed him. Stuff's going down. My mouth fell open. It was like elder blood. Because aren't the elder... Like, that's what the witches speak. They speak elder.
Mm-hmm.
And Ciri passed out from a vision.
Yep.
So they were like, are you okay? She's like, I'm fine, I'm fine. She didn't even really say what it was she saw. She'd say they were like, you're the daughter of chaos, we will find you. Like the Eye of Sauron.
Yep.
It's like she was putting on that ring and they saw her. We're like, we see you. We're coming for you. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. If you like our videos, please subscribe. Leave a message so we can talk about things to do with the show. And we'll see you next time.